One of the biggest returns is happening in Borderlands 4, and not a lot of people are talking about it. What's going on, guys? B Flatten here with a brand new video today, and today we're here to talk about the Watcher from the pre-sequel. Now, a lot of people thought that the Watcher was a forgotten character because they made no appearance in Borderlands 3. However, I wish I had made this in a video a long time ago, but I have mentioned in streams that this is just long-term storytelling at its finest, and I actually have to give credits to the writers here if they go down this pathway, and it seems like with the confirmation that was just given at Borderlands FanFest, it's probably going to be happening. But before we go forward, first we have to go back. Let's go ahead and show the Watcher's first introduction in Borderlands, the pre-sequel.
The hell?
Now is not the time for biggery, Vault Hunters. War is coming, and you will need all the Vault Hunters you can get.
And welcome back, everybody. So the Watcher's key line there is, we need to gather all the Vault Hunters possible, war is coming. Now, if you've seen any of the trailers or any of the beginning trailers for Borderlands 4, you would know that there is multiple factions that are going to be here. It looks like the Rippers and whatever the Timekeeper's army is and us. So with Borderlands 3, everyone thought that, hey, you know, the Watcher's not here. They forgot about the pre-sequel. Not exactly true. Let's go ahead and look at the DLCs for Borderlands 3, just in a quick recap. We had Moxxi's Heist of the Handsome Jackbot, where we get to see Timothy. Timothy is a Vault Hunter in the pre-sequel that is a clone of Jack. DLC number 2, we had Guns, Love, and Tentacles, which is going to be the return of Gage, which is a Borderlands 2 Vault Hunter. And jumping over to DLC 4, because DLC 3 was a standalone, we had Psycho Krieg, which is Borderlands 2's DLC Vault Hunter, Krieg. And also with Designer's Cut in DLCs 5 and 6, we had the return of Salvador and Axton, all of which are Vault Hunters that we know are alive, and we had confirmation that they are indeed alive, which means that we were checking in and teaming up with Vault Hunters, which is the army that we need to gather for this war that is coming up. Borderlands 3 was the stepping stone to this war that is now coming up. Unfortunately, it took the hit in the story because it was kind of a setup. Now, with the mention of DLC 5 and 6 with Designer's Cut, DLC 6 also gave us the Mysterious Lair, I think that's how you pronounce it, storyline, which gave us another hint and key as to this war before we get actual confirmation of the Watcher, the Seer. Now, the Seer is a character that has a very few voice lines at the very end of the game and ends up turning hostile. From my understanding, they were talking about like the future of what's going on, and like the fabric of time is basically being destroyed. They mentioned that the Great Vault needed to be opened, which is Elpis. We knew that in Borderlands 3. So Elpis needed to be opened, but ultimately has a disdain for Sirens because Lilith crash lands into Elpis, thus like destroying it essentially. So the Seer is getting kind of a disdain for Sirens in general because that was a Sirens design. And also we had Troy use Siren powers on Elpis as well, which we don't know what actually caused all of that directly. We just know that it was opening the vault as by itself. It might have been able to rapidly increase the vault. I don't exactly know what it was, but we know that there was a lot of Siren influence on the Great Vault, and the Seer didn't like that. The Seer wanted to stop us. That's why the Seer attacked us. Ultimately, the Seer was not able to see its own demise, and thus it was end up getting destroyed by the Vault Hunters in general. But that doesn't mean that others of its kind don't share the same sentiment towards Sirens. If the Seer is able to do that, what like what do the others think about Sirens now, and that could probably cause um the first like section of war between us and them. Now, let's go ahead and fast forward to Borderlands 4 in the fan fest that happened just this weekend, The Watcher. Now, we've heard about The Watcher, we've done a recap of The Watcher. Here's a voice line from Borderlands 4. The Watcher, call me Guardian, call me Watcher, call me the cold air on your neck. I am many. Now, this is, of course, Borderlands 4 that was taken with a screenshot. You can see that the new health and shield symbols are here. You can see the dual action skills. It looks like Vex are here as well. And you can see that this futuristic gun is kind of here. Maybe not futuristic, but kind of looks like a Jacobs at first glance. But call me Guardian, call me Watcher, call me the cold air on your neck. I am many. So Watcher is guaranteed to be in Borderlands 4, which means this war is exactly what the Watcher was talking about. Timekeeper, Rippers, Guardians slash Eridians in general, and us. We know that there's going to be guaranteed 6 Vault Hunters with DLC, sorry, along with, I imagine, many returns. We've already seen Zane, for example, so there is lots to be had. This story, if they do it right, could absolutely be amazing, and I'm here for it. What are your predictions on Borderlands 4's story and seeing the Watcher and war actually transpiring? Let me know in the comments. I'll see you guys in the next video. My name is Beefland, and I'm signing on out of here. Take care, all. Laters.